I don't know about you, but this is what I hear and see from first thing in the morning to the last thing at night. The constant gratification has me craving more likes, more comments, and I'm fearing that I'm becoming addicted to the instant gratification that social media is offering me. I've tried everything from setting a screen time limit to unfollowing certain people who are affecting my mental health. None of this was effective. So for the next 7 days, I'm saying goodbye to all social media platforms. This is including streaming services, all with the sole purpose of discovering how the mind, body, and workflow will respond to the lack of constant stimuli. In order to see progress, this is where I'm at right now, and at the end of the 7 days, I will reassess. So let's lay out the rules. The rules of this detox are very simple. Simply no social media and no streaming services. For audio, I'm allowing myself Spotify and Blinkist, and for messages, I'm allowing text message and my training app so I can actually talk to clients. That habit right there, reaching straight for your phone first thing in the morning as soon as you've woken up. It's been one of the hardest things I've had to break. And 80% of the population actually go on the phones within the first 15 minutes of waking up, which is crazy. And even doing the little tasks like brushing your teeth, you just always have your phone and scrolling. I don't think I've ever sat down and eaten a meal in complete silence, so this is honestly a first because I'm either scrolling through social media or typically these days I'm watching a YouTube video. The idea here is just you and your food, complete silence, no music, no sounds, no distractions, no nothing, just eating. I don't know who needs to eat this, but you should be eating the food with a spoon. One, it's more convenient and you can eat it faster, so simple. Don't stab yourself in the face with it. Not that I've done that with a fork, but you may have. Wait, did you see that? That right there. My goal was to sit and eat with no distractions, just complete silence. But for some reason, unconsciously, I reached for a pen and started fidgeting with it and clicking it because I didn't really know what to be doing with my hand. And that feeling's been there the whole day. My hands just haven't known what to do this whole entire time. It's been such a strange and weird experience. And I don't know how to explain this to you all without using the word just empty. I feel empty. And I feel like the reason as to why I'm doing that is because I need some sort of a distraction. Because always having your phone there, always scrolling through something, going through something, getting distracted by TikToks, watching Reels, whatever it is, it's distracting your brain. And going from having all these distractions to none, my body just didn't know what to do. But to put it in really blunt terms, today has been horrible. And I'm not sure whether it's because I'm dieting down from my show, stresses from work, or it is just a lack of social media and entertainment that I can occupy my brain with. But whatever it was, I was aggravated and on edge for the first part of today. So I'm hoping the whole process gets easier throughout the rest of the week because honestly, if every day is like today, it's gonna be a very big struggle for me to reach the end goal of 7 days without losing my marbles. So I'm gonna wrap up the night with a bit of a Blinkist, which is basically like condensed forms of audiobooks so I can read it and listen to it at the same time. And I feel like that's the best way for me to actually soak in the information. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll see you all in the next day. I'm honestly starting to love this. I'm starting to feel so much more free, like I'm not being held back. I've got absolutely no distractions. My headspace is actually very clear and I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, like my anxiety has gone down tremendously. I can focus more, my brain is just getting distracted all the time. And it's a mental feeling that I haven't had for a very long time. And I think a part of that too is having all my notifications on. So the only notifications I have on that will actually make a sound or vibrate is phone calls, and that is it. Because I was falling into the trap of getting fancy notifications where your pocket would vibrate or your watch would vibrate, but it didn't really vibrate. It was just your body doing that to make you check to see if you've got a notification, which is a strange thing because I thought I was the only one until I'd done some research and I found out that it actually is very common. So having no notifications on has done wonders for helping me stay clear and stay focused throughout the whole entire day. So right now I'm actually setting the goal to go out and actually push myself to do something I haven't done for like 8 or 10 years, which is go for a morning run. And I'm actually pretty terrified of it because I don't do it. So I'm gonna see you all tomorrow morning when I'm going for a run. I woke up at 4:30 and I thought, this, the voice in the back of your head was saying, go back to sleep, go back to sleep. You don't have to go for the run today. You can do it tomorrow. Even though it wasn't the most beautiful sunrise, I went out when it was pitch black, I come back and it's light. It still is a very, very good feeling. All I want to do today was start off with the biggest win I possibly could. And declining that voice in the back of your head saying, go back to sleep, you don't need to do it today, is possibly the biggest win you can possibly get for the whole day. Start your day off on the biggest win possible, because then throughout the rest of the day, you're gonna get plenty more wins. If you start off with the biggest loss, which is giving into that voice in the back of your head, giving into that alarm, if you give into that straight away, the rest of your day's gonna be shit. Just finished up the day and I come out to get some fresh air. I put in a good 15 hours of work, and honestly, it was one of the most productive days I've ever had. Workflow and productivity was just moving so easily, and it was just so good to not be distracted the whole time and just be working at the utmost peak that I possibly can. Because lately I've been crashing at like 12 o'clock when I was having a nap, whereas today I didn't, and I didn't feel like I needed it, and I just kept on going. So it was honestly fantastic. So I'm gonna go and get some well-needed rest. I'll see you all on the final day. Alright, it's the final day now. Today actually marks 7 days since I deleted all social media and entertainment services. Honestly, it was pretty good in the end. The first 3 days were very, very tough. After that, it was the best decision I've ever made. Probably the two biggest things that I noticed for me personally was my anxiety went down quite a lot. And I think what actually had a lot to do with that was me taking the time to focus on mental health and doing the things that I knew were gonna benefit me the most. And definitely getting rid of social media helped a lot with that. But also one big thing that I started to do was listen to a lot more motivational speeches, such people talking, because I feel like that was one thing that I was missing, and it's something I started doing my workouts too. So whenever I work out now, instead of listening to music, I'm listening to like a motivational speaker or like hype up stuff, just like speeches that sort of get you going, get you in the right headspace. So now I'm setting the goal to listen to that in my workout instead of actually listening to music, which this is the one that I've been listening to lately on Spotify. The next thing is my time, productivity, and workflow. These things have honestly gone up tremendously, and I think it had a lot to do with me just not going on my phone at all during the day, unless it was time for me to check messages, emails, or just talk to clients. Then otherwise I wasn't really going on my phone. Overall, I feel like it was a very, very big success. I'll put my overall results here. If you're someone who's always on social media, always on their phone, always checking their notifications, and then I highly recommend taking a break from social media, whether it's 3 days, 4 days, 7 days, 30 days, whatever it is, just take some sort of break. To keep this great momentum, I'm gonna start implementing a couple of different rules. First up is Sunday being absolutely no social media. Secondly, Netflix is only for Friday and Saturday nights and all my work is done. And the big thing for me is turning off all notifications except for phone calls. That way, the only time that I'm actually going on my phone and going into social media or my messages or anything like that is when I have time to be checking them and interacting with them. And downloading. Let's see what I've missed. Honestly, I haven't missed a lot. I thought I lost my phone. Oh my god.